Hi, today I'm going to show you the Defhold. It's a non-inflationary DeFi ecosystem aiming to provide yield-generating investments strategies to long-term crypto holders. I hope you like this site. You like my video, and we can just start. And here are the regarding general aspects of the project. So the pre-sale is held on LID protocol. Team tokens have been locked for 10 months and they are unlocked at a monthly 10% rate. More than $1 million have been allocated to the liquidity pools and definitely locked. They have a partnership with Ferrum to offer VIP staking pools to the pre-sale investors, and also a partnership with Block Insight, who will review some Whale Club projects with their well-known advisors. Alright, so at the homepage of this site you have the white paper. You can just go on it and just read it when you are very interested in the site. That's 11 sites. Here you have the table of contents, and you have something about the Defhold, introducing the Defhold token, non-inflationary staking in farming pools, revenues streams, revenues allocation, liquidity enhancement, buying pressure, Whale Club SPAC definition, Whale Club working process, and Whale Club benefits. You can just read everything about Defhold here, all information about this, and here you have the contact info. You can just contact the admins when you have some problems, questions or ideas, and they will just reply to you. Alright, here you have something about the Defhold. So as I said, it's a non-inflationary DeFi ecosystem aiming to provide yield-generating investment strategies to long-term crypto holders in both markets pump and dump. Nowadays, the most common way to secure assets during market dumps is converting assets to stable coins, which can thereafter be staked and or farmed into various DeFi protocols, generating yields on the underlying assets. However, currently there is no incentive to hold cryptocurrencies during market dumps other than averaging down his purchase price. Therefore, to reward holders with accurate portfolios and own liquidities management, Defhold aims at implementing new autonomous yield-generating solutions. And here the Defhold token, and it will enable holders to stake or farm their assets into pools with different predefined lockup periods. However, all these pools will offer the ability to stakers and farmers to withdraw their assets at any time by applying an early withdrawal fee. So it's a EWF if the assets are withdrawn before the term of the lockup period. And here the Whale Club, so the app and its product offers you an exciting opportunity to invest in projects like whales. Indeed, it combines the power of the decentralization achievable on the blockchain with a traditional financial tool called SPAC, so the special purpose acquisition company. And to invest into one of the vaults, users will be required to pay their investment amount in USDT. So these funds will be used to buy the underlying assets, pay an entrance fee in Defhold amounting to 5% of their investment, and the vault will accept contributions during 48 hours. And initially the Whale Club will offer 3 vaults as follows. Small cap vault, so the minimum investment is $1,000, and minimum Uniswap liquidity of the underlying project $100,000. Second, mid cap vault, so the minimum investment is $6,000 and the minimum market cap of the underlying project is $500,000. And third is large cap, so minimum investment is $15,000 and minimum market cap of the underlying project is $1 million. And upon selection of the investment, the total funds of the vault will be split into 3 by vote poll as follows. You can just read it when you want. And here the Whale Club application, and in addition to the projects proposed by the Whale Club's investors, companies willing to potentially get an investment from their Whale Club can apply below to get reviewed by their partner. It's a Block Insight. Such reviews will enable Defhold's team to propose your project as an additional investment opportunity and will enable their investors to make well-informed, safer and more efficient investment decisions. As these reviews and evaluations will be performed by the Block Insight in-house staff and reputable external advisors, the following fees will be required to cover these costs. And here are the fees. So small cap projects $1,000, mid cap projects $2,000 and large cap project $5,000. And you can just here apply to get reviewed. You will have this Google Documents site, and you got to click here, next step. Then you got to write your contact information, email address and phone number. Then you got to tell them more about your project. So when was it launched, have you raised any funding or done a token sale, have you locked any liquidity on exchanges, and you got to include all the relevant links and what is your daily trading volume. Then you got to write where are you located, how did you meet, how many dedicated full-time team members do you have, and are all team members public. You got to include all the social media or KYC links and why your team, why now, why this project, and what makes this unique. Then you got to tell about your products, are the contracts and or products audited. You got to include all the relevant links. Do any of the following describe your project. So here are the options that you can just check over there. As you can see, only one, or you can make none of the above when not. And then what is your target market and who is your target customer, and you got to provide a summary of your product solution in 3 to 5 sentences. Then you got to tell them more about your development roadmap. So how are you generating revenues, how do you plan to incentivize token holders to hodl your tokens. Then you got to tell about your marketing strategy. So how do you plan to create exposure for your product in the market? Are there any existing partnerships they should know about? You got to include all the relevant links, and if you have accepted any external capital in any form in the past or conducted a pre-sale. If yes, you got to tell more about it. So the valuation, investors' usage of the funds. And then is the conclusion. If you understand and agree that Block Insight and or Defhold team will reach out to you with more potential questions and or inquiries, and anything else you would like to mention or they should know. And then you got to click here, so send. And here the non-inflationary staking and farming pools. So initially Defhold will only enable users to stake DeFi tokens or farm DeFi Ethereum and DeFi USDT LP tokens. The following staking and farming pools will be available. So staking, as you can see, the pool. So first pool, lock up period 10 days and EWF 1% of staked DeFi. Then you have second pool 30 days 3.5% of staked DeFi. Third pool 60 days 8.2% of staked DeFi. Fourth pool 90 days 14.3% of staked DeFi, and the last fifth pool is 180 days and 33.3% of staked DeFi. And here the farming, so also 5 pools. And here, as you can see, it's the same thing with days, but here you have, for example, 2% of farmed LP tokens, 7% of farmed LP tokens, 16.3% of farmed LP tokens, 28.6% of farmed LP tokens, and 66.6% of farmed LP tokens. And here the tokenomics. So as you can see, 3000 is airdrop, so that's a 25%. 3576 is the pre-sale, so that's a 29.80%. 2340 is liquidity, so 19.50%. Only 120 is LID, so a 1%. 1200 is teams, so the 10%. 600 is marketing 1, so 5%. And 1164 is marketing tool, so the 9.70%. And here is the info about the liquidity enhancements, buying pressure on TVL and governance. And here are the Defhold partners, so that's a Ethereum network, LID and BitPower. And here you can see, as seen in the Capital, CryptoFolds, CryptoPress, the Bitcoin Daily, the ICO Showcase, Bitcoin Hunts, CoinPress, Crypto Profile, BTC Hates, and Coinbase. And here you have the articles about the both products description, and both of them are new crypto products and will offer several benefits to Defhold investors. First, crypto staking platform accessible to every ERC20 tokens and sharing the rewards among all the existing ERC20 tokens. Price enhancement by default buybacks for the amount corresponding to the EWF, so the yearly withdrawal fees. Increased buying pressure as entrance fee of the whale club will have to be paid in Defhold and part of the investment profits will market by Defhold. Investors rewarded through the revenues generated by the products as the fees will be distributed to them. Increased Defhold exposure since every ERC20 tokens can be concerned by both products. Safer and well-informed investment opportunities in the Whale Club thanks to the partnership with Block Insight, who will review investment opportunities. And here this article. Yearly withdrawal fees, so the EWF mechanism rewarding strong investors at the expense of weak hands, and huge partnership opportunities as both products can benefit third parties projects, so staking platform by decreasing the circulating supply of the other projects, Whale Club by bringing significant funds into other projects. Alright, so that's all what I wanted to show in this video. I hope you like this site. You like my video, you will just stake and farm Defhold tokens. Here you have this 3 articles on Medium. You can just read it too, and you can just read the white paper when you are very interested in this project. Here you have everything that you need to know about Defhold, every information, 11 sites, and we will see us in the next video. Goodbye.